We're back with Kym. We're talking about acne. You know, a lot of times, because it is a serious subject, but sometimes kids turn to jokes about it, and it hurts.
It really does.
It really
can. It's serious.
Yeah.
And you know, I love to have fun. Fun's my middle name, but I do have a son, Hunter, and he plays sports. He's 16, and you know, it's affecting him and all of his friends. And they come over and they're like, "Oh, your mom's the beauty girl, you know, whatever. Mrs. Douglas, can you put a mask on my face or whatever?" And it really does make them feel more
Does
pressure.
it make a difference? Because I know, like, are you the kind of mother who says, look, don't eat pizza, don't eat French fries, because greasy foods will give you acne? Is it greasy food? Greasy, really? Really? Greasy? Okay.
So let me see if I got this down. You
Greasy.
got po' boys for us today and greasy.
Greasy.
Okay.
Okay. Wow. And a doctor who's
good doctors in the other room just going.
Yeah, she's
that's
shaking
another
her
happy
head.
point. They're really using them up all in one show.
Yeah. Is it true? Is it a myth? I mean, is it a myth that if you eat greasy food, you'll get acne, or you'll have worse acne?
Well, that is the big myth, that any kind of greasy food, like let's say this pizza maybe, or the greasy French fries, makes your acne worse. And in actuality, with all the studies that my producer Brooke and I have come up with, there's no proof that any foods make your acne worse. However, Mark, there is proof that there are foods that can help prevent more acne.
Okay.
Oh, really?
So you know what I mean? You're not going to get acne if you don't have it, and you're not
So
going
to
to increase
combat
it.
it then.
Combat it, and the foods that are high in zinc are what we really want to bring to our teens or whoever
Well, then
has.
moms watching need to be aware of this, because if they've got teens like you do with Hunter,
Absolutely.
this is stuff that needs to be.
Do zinc tablets help?
Yes, they do, and I've got them now. Zinc helps your hormones. They help to balance it out, and zinc also helps to carry vitamin A throughout the body to your cells. So if you can't get, like I can't always get Hunter, seriously, Mark, to be eating a big bowl of spinach salad. It's really hard.
Unless you tell him to have muscles like Popeye.
There you go.
There you go. That'll work.
Yeah. And then there's, you know, the pumpkin seeds, another hard one. He will have a little bit of dark chocolate, but, you know, otherwise, I just give him zinc tablets, but you never want to give more than 50 milligrams.
Why is that?
Because it can be a little toxic. So you don't want to do that. This would just be something in supplementation.
Well, that's always important, though, to know that you must read the label when you're giving any kind of vitamin. And you have to, sometimes different vitamins have different reactions.
That's
so you have to know what you're taking.
Absolutely. Right. Now, here's another one. How do you feel about this? Myth or truth? That you should clean your face more than 2 times a day to keep it very fresh and clean, and that will help.
I would think the more you clean, the better it would be.
I would concur, but I have a feeling it's not.
It's not. It is not. Now, Mark, here's the key. You should not wash your face more than 2 times a day.
Why is that?
Because what happens is you start to dry it out, and what happens is the skin tries to make up for that and produce more oils because you've dried it all out. So try to just do it.
Crazy skin.
Right? So here's a little tip that I do. This is actually, you can see how messy this package is. This is actually something I buy for Hunter, and it's just at Sprouts near us, whatever. But it's these acne wipes, and they're just the little wipes. And after he does football at Oaks or whatever, I just make sure he wipes it down.
By the way, does he know you talk about him on the air?
He is horrified.
He
He is horrified about me on every stretch of the word.
Well, I love his friends are like, we just wanted a face mask, and now we go over there and
got exactly. So that is a good thing to know. Not more than twice a day if you want to combat acne.
That's a good point. I would think the more you clean, you would get better.
Right, and then you also want to use oil-free, water-based cleansers when you do that too. You don't want anything with any oil. Now here's my third one for you. Many moms and kids think, tanning, let's go get out in the sun, and that will dry everything up. Myth or truth?
I think going out into the sun is not good for you. In any
But I would go back to what you said before. It dries the skin out, therefore then the skin wants to produce more oil.
You guys are very good, and you're paying attention. That's exactly the truth. It dries the skin out. It clogs the pores. It causes inflammation. So what I always do is get, like, this is a brand I use in Ants, and I'll show you, Christine, on your hand. It's it's non-comedogenic. It's also got no fragrance in it, and you can see it's very thick because it has zinc oxide. So it's going to cover, but with no clogging properties, Mark, and no properties that are going to make the skin more acne and oil-free.
If they're taking this, this may be way above our pay grade here, but if you take this and you put that, is that too much? Because you said too much zinc is not good.
No, because this is getting internally, and then this is just the this is zinc oxide, which just covers and makes sure you don't get the bright sunburn. And then last but not least, for makeup, you want to always make sure that you use the oil-free makeup, and also, Christine, what we do all the time, a light powder. Just to cover the pimples if you have teens or.
Hunter, what shade is he?
You know what? He will horrify. Never would I be able to put makeup on.
Okay, the big question,
for the girls.
Pimples or zits, is to pop or not to pop? Seriously, I mean.
Seriously.
Is that good just to extricate it? I'm not talking to you about
exactly.
No, I want to chime in on this. I think it's good.
You do.
Why do you think that? Do you have an answer?
I don't have an answer.
And that is why he's
some
wrong.
Point you need. No.
You're wrong. You really are. They say do not touch it at all. And if you do, you're going to laugh at this, but if you do have one that you can't live without, you can go to the doctor and they can inject it.
Right.
I've done that.
Right.
And then also there are tools that you can get on the internet that are, like sterilized tools.
But you're not supposed to pop it? Does it scar or what does it do?
Yeah,
it could be your T-zone. You can get an infection in your T-zone, which is bad. But is that different from a blackhead?
Yes, blackheads. Oh my gosh, that could be next week.